Look at this beautiful salmon side. I filleted it myself. If you want to see this video where I filleted the whole 4 kilogram salmon into these beautiful sides, go to the video description down below and you will find the video link there. Now we're gonna make cold smoked salmon. The base for a cold smoked salmon is 1 kilogram salt and 1 kilogram of sugar. We'll put that in a bowl, and I'm using cane sugar this time. You can use ordinary sugar as well, but the cane sugar has a little bit more depth of flavor. That could be it. You could do it just like this, but I'm gonna add a little bit more flavor, and I'm gonna get the zest of this lemon and 4 more of its friends into the salt and the sugar. Make sure you only hit the yellow part, the white part is bitter. Now we're gonna get us some dill and start chopping that fine. And the amount of dill is about the same amount as the amount of lemon zest that we're using. There we go. Now we'll mix this, make sure that everything is properly mixed. Now, that looks good. Now, as my trays are not near big enough for the side of salmon, I'm just gonna put some cellophane right here. And on this cellophane, I'm gonna put the salt and the sugar. So put the salmon side on top and put the rest of the salt and sugar on top. And then we'll put this in our vacuum machine. This will make it a lot easier to vacuum. So we carefully slip the side of salmon into our vacuum bag. Look at that, rock solid. Ready to go into the fridge for 24 hours. Well, look at these bad boys. Beautiful, right? They've been in the fridge curing for 24 hours. There was a lot of fluid that been extracted from the fish and it's completely gone. We rinsed it off with cold water, made sure all the salt and sugar is gone. And you could eat them as they are, but we're gonna give them a little bit of cold smoke. For cold smoking, we're gonna be using the Weber Genesis 2. I got the crimson red right here, and look at it, 4 burners, an absolute beast. And this does come in handy for a salmon because we got a nice big surface and we got large salmons. So we will be using the cold smoke generator. We're gonna fill this up with our smoke dust. We got a nice bit of beach here. When you're using a cold smoke generator like this, you want to make sure that these edges are completely cleared. You don't want any of the dust going over that edge because otherwise you will have like a connection and it will burn much faster than you want it to. Give it a good shake and it's ready to go. I'm getting my little torch and I'm igniting the dust to get the dust to start smoking. Now we're going to place our cold smoke generator at a lower position and we're going to place our beautiful salmon offset to the cold smoke. To the other part. Beautiful. Now we will close the lid and let the cold smoke generator do its job. Create just that little hint of smoke and keep it going for around 24 hours. It's 7 degrees outside right now and that's 44 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a good temperature to be cold smoking. Our salmon has been cold smoking for 24 hours. It took 2 refills, which mainly means that we almost made it to 10 hours in one smoking session. So, hi crows. So I have one that's been smoking for up to a quarter, just replaced this afternoon. But what we're going to do now is going to give the salmon time to distribute the smoke flavor within the salmon. Basically the smoke grabbed onto the outside and we just wanted to relax and get everywhere. We will wrap the salmon side in some foil. So we're just going to wrap these and we'll keep them in the fridge for 24 hours like this. If you don't want to eat it when it's done, then there's no need to put it in the fridge and let the flavors combine. Then we'll just portion it up, vacuum it and put it in the freezer. Well, as you can see, The Weber Genesis 2 did a great job. It's a perfect grill for anything, even cold smoking salmon, right? So let's focus on this beautiful salmon. I have a salmon slicer, and the beautiful thing about the salmon slicer is that it's really flexible. Of course, you don't need to buy a salmon slicer just to do this, but it really does help to make this beautiful thin cuts. Look at that. What a beautiful slice. Now let's quickly taste this. The salmon turned out absolutely beautiful. It is very, very important that you take the extra 24 hours to let the salmon rest and let the flavor spread out through the salmon. But now let's start working on a sandwich because I'm hungry for lunch. Warm bagels, nice. Let's cut them in half. A little bit of cream cheese at the bottom, a little bit of cream cheese on top. I like to get some cucumber in there, freshen things up, and then we'll start layering on our beautiful smoked salmon. Don't sell yourself short. You've earned a good dose of smoked salmon. I'd like to put some capers on there. If you don't really like capers, just forget about it. We got salt and sugar in our salmon. And now we're going to add a little bit of umami flavor by adding some parmesan cheese. And that really combines really well. So definitely do try that. A few red onion slices on top. Let's put the top back on. And that is a gorgeous bagel, ready to be eaten. Cold smoking salmon at home, as you guys can see, is really easy to do and definitely worth all the effort, because you end up with something like this. And that's for a holiday lunch, a Christmas lunch, or a Thanksgiving lunch. What more do you want? See you guys in the next video. Cheers.